The Real Opinion is brought to you by Rainstorm Car Wash. Get in and get clean today.
Hey Central Illinois, Geno Reynolds from The Real Opinion, here to talk about the new Superman movie, Man of Steel. I'm here to tell you that finally they got it right. Back in 2006, I was pretty excited when Superman Returns was coming out. I mean, Bryan Singer was going to direct it, even though he did leave the X-Men franchise to do so. Kevin Spacey was going to be Lex Luthor, had a big budget, there was a lot to be excited about. Then the movie came out. I'm not going to get into all the reasons why I don't like this movie because, well, I don't have all day. We got what we got, as well as a Brett Ratner X-Men 3. And as comic book fans, we had to possibly watch yet another one of our franchises crash and burn. When news came out that they were making a new start to the franchise, my only thoughts were that this is probably going to be their last shot at a live-action Superman movie. I'm happy to report that the live-action Superman franchise has finally taken flight. A lot of the Superman origin story is the same, but with little differences. There are a few added elements that really make it feel different than the usual Superman story. Clark Kent has been dealing with being different his whole life. He's not really able to keep his powers hidden from the people around him all the time. This leads to a lonely adult life, which has Clark roaming the country doing odd jobs, which he usually has to leave because he has saved someone and can't stick around. His travels finally lead to the answers he is looking for about his origins, but his search also brings others of his kind to Earth as well. I will go ahead and get my only real gripe out of the way. I thought that the romance between Lois Lane and Superman was a bit rushed. That being said, they changed things around the two's overall relationship that I really liked. One of my biggest problems with the other Superman movies is that they really don't deal with the fact that Superman is an alien. For this movie, the idea of trust and understanding between our hero and the human race is the overall plot of the film. How can we as the human race trust something from outer space that can easily destroy us not to do so? We get to see this bond form over time and it works really well. Henry Cavill is an incredible Superman. This version's Superman, and Clark Kent, is a very lonely and confused person. He has been alienated his whole life, but has to come to terms with this after he finds out what his destiny is. Cavill handles these emotions, as well as others that would spoil some things, perfectly. As always, Michael Shannon is perfect as General Zod. What I liked about this movie's version of the character is that he isn't just the evil soldier. You see, babies on Krypton are bred, born, and trained for specific purposes. Zod is created to be the protector of Krypton, so in a strange and twisted way, taking over Earth is a way of preserving his planet's people. When the action finally hits, it hits hard and only lets up in short bursts. Not to spoil anything, but the final fight of the movie is finally the live-action Superman battle I have been waiting for a long time. Plus, part of the battle is very character-driven, which adds to the overall awesomeness of it. If you couldn't already tell, this is one to go see in the theaters. This version of Superman is what I have been wanting for a long time. The overall story, acting by Cavill and Shannon, as well as the high-impact action is well worth the price of admission. But remember, it's only just one guy's opinion. I'm Geno Reynolds from The Real Opinion. Until next time.
The Real Opinion is brought to you by Rainstorm Car Wash. Get in and get clean today.